Like I said, I really feel like it all comes down to proof. If you can find someone that can show you real-world examples and case studies of how they've helped other plumbing or HVAC companies in competitive markets get to the top of the search engines for the most important plumbing and HVAC related keywords, I suggest you should probably at least give that person the opportunity to earn your business. So on this video, I really just want to show you some of those examples and case studies, some of the companies that we've worked with scattered throughout the United States, how we've taken them from where they're not ranking at all to now where they're at the top of the search engines for their most important keywords. I don't want to just show you one or two. I want to show you a number of examples so you can get the idea that this is a proven process. We know the steps that go into getting a plumbing business to the top of the search engines in the organic non-paid listings, and we can do it again and again in very competitive markets. So I'm just going to show you some examples. First one I want to show you, I'm just going to type in the word Orlando plumber. And of course, Orlando is a very competitive market. And you'll see right there in spot B is Shamrock Plumbing. And if you follow this through, you'll get to the Shamrock Plumbing website. And that's Shamrock Plumbing. That's the company we work with in Orlando. Before working with us, he was at the bottom of page 1, sometimes on page 2, really needed to take things to the next level. His business has boomed since getting to the top of the search engines, and he ranks for several hundred keywords. You'll see if you look at his website, we've got emergency plumbing, drain cleaning, water heater installation. He ranks Orlando combined with each of these keywords, and then for each one of these cities. But I want to show you the most important things. I don't want to get into the details. I don't want to get too granular. I just want to show you real-world examples and case studies. So let's go back to Google. I'm going to show you another example. I'm going to type in Brooklyn Plumber, right? And you can see here in spot A, this is Petrie Plumbing. This is the company that we work with in the Brooklyn, New York area. This is a very competitive market. There's a lot of plumbing and HVAC businesses in that area. And you can see they're in spot A. Prior to working with us, again, this is another example. He'd been trying for quite some time to get his business to that place where he could dominate the search engines, but was somewhere, around page 3 or page 4. It was just frustrating. We came in, we implemented the process, the systems that we know work, and you can see he's right there in spot A. I'm going to follow this to his website so you can see it. And the same strategy rings true in this case. He doesn't just rank for Brooklyn Plumber, Brooklyn Plumbing. He ranks for a number of keywords there in the Brooklyn area. And if you want to do some additional due diligence, you'll see, leak detection, burst pipe repair, bathroom remodeling, and everything in between. So I want to show you another example. Let's just do Falls Church. Oops, probably want to do that on Google. We type in Falls Church Plumber. You can see the #1 organic listing is the Plumbing Doctor. That's the company I'm referring to. Also, spot A on the map, the Plumbing Doctor. I'm just going to follow it through to the website so you can see it. This client was actively involved with the Yellow Book, had done a lot of Yellow Book advertising, had them build a website, had them implement a strategy. They weren't ranking where they needed to. They weren't dominating in the search engines. They were very frustrated. They were spending a lot of money, but then they connected with us, and we implemented our program. And this is an ongoing thing. As you start to talk with me and we build a relationship, you'll see it's not as easy as just setting up a page, claiming a directory. There's a lot that goes into it, but right now I'm just showing you the proof. I'm showing the examples of how this is playing out and where these clients that we work with are ranking. The next one I want to show you is Naperville. So we type in Naperville Plumber. You can see right here in spot A on the map, this is Jim Wagner Plumbing. Follow this through to his website. Spot A on the map. Type in Berkeley Plumber. Berkeley, California, obviously a very competitive market. You can see #1 position, spot A, is Albert Needham Plumbing. And, it's a function, again, of the process, getting the reviews, having the citations. Follow this through to his website just so you can see. This is Albert Needham Plumbing in Berkeley, California. Sarasota Plumber, spot A on the map. Bill the Plumber, this is the company we work with in Sarasota. So some of you guys do plumbing and HVAC, plumbing and air conditioning. So I just want to show you a couple HVAC examples. Omaha HVAC Repair. This company in the #1 spot A position is Service One. This is the company that we work with out of Omaha, Nebraska. Again, a very competitive market. It's kind of a dense area, highly populated. Actually one of the 20 most populated cities in the United States. There they are in the spot A position. Rancho Cucamonga Plumber, again, a very competitive market. Spot A on the map, affordable plumbing. San Rafael Plumber, O'Connell Plumbing, spot A on the map. And I've actually got a number more of these that I could show. I don't want to spend this entire video, beating a dead horse. The point is, there's a very specific methodology that can go into optimizing your company's online presence so that you can rank in these specific positions. So again, this is proof. These are real-world examples and case studies. Go to Google and run these searches on your own, and you'll see that these companies have these positions. And they're not just ranking for plumber. They're ranking for plumber, plumbing, emergency plumber, drain cleaning, water heater installation, water heater repair, and the list goes on and on. So these strategies, these techniques work exceptionally well, and they're proven. But like I told you, I wanted not just to show you that the positions are there and that the ranking is there, because who cares if you're in the #1 position if that doesn't drive new calls, if that doesn't grow and increase your business. Now I want to just kind of share the case studies and what this actually means and how it plays out in the real world as far as net improvement. So one of the examples I showed you was in Tampa, Florida. The Clean Plumbers, Philip Marisi Plumbing. And when Philip started working with us, he was in the in a similar boat. He had invested in a website. He had been heavily advertising his company in the Yellow Pages and in print, and the marketing wasn't working anymore. It wasn't generating the results. So he shifted to the internet. He had a website built. He paid various SEO companies to get him to where he wanted to be, and he just wasn't ranking. He wasn't ranking, and he wasn't getting many calls from the internet. We connected, just like you and I might connect, and he said, hey, look, I need to take this to the next level. I want to have exclusive rights to your services in the Tampa market. Take your system, take your process, implement it on my behalf, and let's see where we end up. We put tracking in place so we can see exactly what's happening, what the true growth is on his website. When we started with him, he only was getting an average of 15 calls via the internet, and that was just kind of an organic thing. People typing in his company name, him showing up. He was not ranking for Tampa Plumber, Tampa Plumbing, Tampa Emergency Plumber, and all of the other keywords that are relevant to his business. Well, going into the second, third, fourth month, he saw that grow from 15 to 60 plus calls every single month via the web. By the time we got to the 6th month, through his call tracking report, he had 147 calls via the internet. He averages over 120 calls every single month directly via the web. And this is actually his direct testimonial. This is a letter that he wrote me. He goes, my plumbing business has been around since 1982, serving the Tampa, Florida market. I'm a big believer in marketing, and I'm always looking for ideas and techniques to connect with new customers. Over the years, we've had a lot of success with Yellow Pages, direct mail, and other advertising channels, but at some point they stopped being as effective as they once were. When I noticed the trend from offline to online, I got my website online right away, but I could not seem to get the traction on the search engines. I knew it was important to show up on Google and Yahoo and Bing when people were searching for our plumbing-related services, but could not seem to get our site on page 1. After trying several so-called SEO companies, I connected with Josh Nelson of Plumber SEO. He and his team took our internet marketing program and ran with it. They set up a new website with literally hundreds of pages covering each of the services and all of the cities that we serve. They set up social media profiles for us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and started pushing our content all over the web. Within a matter of months, we were showing up on page 1 for really important terms like Tampa Plumber, Tampa Plumbing Contractor, Tampa Emergency Plumber, Tampa Emergency Plumbing, Tampa Water Heater Repair, Tampa Backflow Testing, and many more. Even more importantly, my phone started ringing off the hook. I started to get, prior to starting with Plumber SEO, we were only getting a few calls each month via the internet. In September of this year, we tracked 147 calls directly via the internet. If you're looking for an internet marketing partner that can get you results in terms of both SEO placement and inbound calls, I highly recommend Josh Nelson and the Plumber SEO team. And that's Philip Marisi. Again, run a search for Tampa Plumber, Tampa Plumbing, and you'll see it's true. One of the examples I showed you in Brooklyn, New York, was Petrie Plumbing. And prior to working with us, they were spending a lot of money at pay-per-click. They were trying a number of different services, and it just wasn't coming together. They weren't ranking well. They weren't getting a lot of business via the internet. Well, as I showed you, they're now in spot A. They literally rank for hundreds of terms. But here's what Mike and Jeannie had to say. They said, we now have spot A position on Google for our most important keyword, Brooklyn Plumber, and get traffic and phone calls from customers who found us online typing a variety of keywords. Working with Plumber SEO is the best business marketing decision we've made. And that's Mike and Jeannie from Petrie Plumbing. Again, go to Google, type a search. Brooklyn Plumber, Brooklyn Plumbing, Brooklyn Emergency Plumbing, Brooklyn boiler installation, boiler repair, and you'll see it's true. So another example I showed you was Jim Wagner Plumbing in Naperville. This is an area right outside of the Chicago market. He strategically decided he wanted to focus on Naperville, Aurora, and that sub area. He had been very active with SEO. He's built a website himself, learned how to do SEO, set up pages, tried to do directories, and kind of hit a wall in that he was getting some traction, but he wasn't ranking at the top. He wasn't getting the calls. And here he says, his exact words from Jim are, I've been a plumbing professional for over 20 years and can honestly say Josh Nelson and the whole Plumber SEO crew is the first SEO company that gets it. They get my business, understand my competition, and have innovative ideas to help my company grow. I've hired other SEO companies before and always end up disappointed. With Josh, Dean, and Norton, I feel like they work with me. I'm not just another client. They deliver strong results and are never too busy to talk with me. I've seen my business steadily grow every month since hiring Plumber SEO. I'm not one to write testimonials, but because of a testimonial on their site, I decided to give them a try. It was the best investment I've made in my business to date. And that's Jim Wagner from Jim Wagner Plumbing. Go ahead and run a search for Naperville Plumber, Naperville Plumbing, and some of the other cities he operates in, and a lot of other keywords. And you see he ranks well. The reason he ranks well is because the system, the process, the work effort that goes into making that happen. But I want to show you now the result. This is increasing their business and helping them grow and take their operations to the next level.
Hi, my name is Mark with Shamrock Plumbing. You know, a lot of companies rely on getting the word out there, making themselves known so that people will call and use their services. Over the last few years while we've been in business, we've used different companies to get us up on the web and do our web pages and basically get us on the search engines. And I've tried different companies, and some companies have worked and some companies haven't. I found a company right now that are doing basically all the stuff that I used to do and I used to want to get done on my website. A company called Plumbing SEO. Excuse me, Plumbers SEO. Basically, they built my website. They do all my search engine optimization, and they're basically there when I need them. They won't do anything unless they run it past me first, so I kind of have a hand in everything that's going on. When they started, my ranking in different keywords was pretty low, maybe in the sort of 15, 18, which puts me on the second and third page. And they basically said, you know what, let us go at it, let us do the website, we'll create pages and do everything we want to do, and let's see how we get on. Well, in the last 2 months, I've gone from page 3 all the way up to page 1, where I'm up on the map section and everything else. They've helped me with the videos. I will basically make videos and they'll help me post them, and we're getting views in those videos and everything's working. These guys are amazing. Give them a try. The one thing that I thought was great was before I started, they said, you know what, we'll work with you, but we'll also make a promise with you not to work with another competitor in your area, which is great. It means that I don't have to worry about my competitor going up to the same guys, and basically now I'm competing against more people in the same area. But these guys are outstanding. Give them a call. I'll put a link at the bottom of this video, and see what you think. Okay, talk to Josh. I mean, they're amazing.
So that was Mark. You saw, if you typed in Orlando Plumber, Orlando Plumbing, Orlando Repiping, Repipe Orlando, and really a lot of other keywords, he has dominant positioning in that Orlando area. And as you can see, it's had a significant impact. Just one last example. The company we work with in Falls Church, Virginia. I showed you this example. Type in Falls Church Plumber, Falls Church Plumbing. See that they've got dominant positioning. We work with Tracy and Dr. Bill over there. They were heavily involved in the Yellow Book, and so they had grown their business in the Yellow Pages. Yellow Book came in and sold them the idea of internet, promised them that they could do the internet fulfillment, do the website, do the social media. We're spending a lot of money and not getting the results that they wanted. I mean, they just weren't getting much via the internet. And so they decided to give us an opportunity to show them what we could do in that Falls Church area. And here's what they had to say. We've been working with Plumber SEO since the beginning of 2012 and have been very pleased with the service. Prior to working with them, we'd attempted to have Yellow Book run our internet marketing efforts with very little success. Josh and the Plumber SEO team came in with a proactive internet marketing strategy that included a revamped website, SEO, maps optimization, and social media. Since getting started with them, we've seen a significant increase in our placement in the search engines and hold top spot for Falls Church Plumber, as well as a number of highly competitive keywords in our area. If you're looking to take your plumbing business to the next level, then I highly recommend Plumber SEO. And that's Dr. Bill and Tracy from The Plumbing Doctor. So, like I told you, I wanted to show you proof. You want to find somebody that can show you real-world examples and case studies of how they've helped other plumbing businesses go from no placement online to now where they have dominant positioning. And I've showed you a number of examples in competitive markets from Florida to California to New York where we've done just that. And right now, I'm looking to work with just one plumber or one plumbing company in your area. And it's going to be on a first-come, first-served basis. So I would really encourage you to call me right away at 866-610-4647 before your competitor does. I look forward to talking with you soon.